For these men, the day begins before the sun rises. The fleet heads out.
These deep sea zones are where the whites are feeding. The satellite tracking doesn't lie. Time to set course for the Alpha Channel.
The thick steel cables and reinforced winches are the lifeblood of this operation, designed to withstand tons of pulling force.
Aligned in a formidable V, the U.S. shark fishing fleet heads out into the open Atlantic, a journey that can last weeks or even months.
The morning light catches the edge of the steel. For these men, the hook is everything, and sharpness means the difference between success and an empty hold.
Speed and precision are key as the fishermen load the barrels with oily fish. The galvanized mesh must be...
The American shark fishing fleet moves in tight formation across the open sea, seeking their quarry in the vast silver expanse. On deck, crews check safety harnesses, life vests, and gloves before approaching the rail.
The secret to a good catch often lies in the chum. This mixture of blood and oil creates an irresistible scent trail for the fish.
This specialized bait plume diffuses slowly, creating an irresistible scent trail that swirls in the deep water.
The U.S. shark fishing vessel powers through the deep blue, its wet steel deck reflecting the relentless sun.
Inside control room, sonar screens glow with faint dots, possible large predators below.
The crew performs the crucial pre-sail checks on the hydraulics. Regular maintenance ensures the winches are ready for the heavy catches.
The American shark fishing fleet travels ever eastward, seeking the elusive bounty of the deep ocean.
Hauling the heavy steel drums requires precision. Once secured by the crane, they are slowly lowered into the churning depths.
As the vessel cuts through the azure, it leaves behind a vivid crimson trail, a potent lure in the open blue.
It's a race against the clock. These galvanized hooks must be fastened securely before the motorized reels deploy the gear. The storm was coming in fast, and Captain Elias knew they had precious little time left to find the catch before heading back to port.
The sonar lit up with an unprecedented return. Something massive, lurking beneath the waves, was heading straight for them.
As the fleet braces for the approaching tempest, the sky turns violent.
For fishermen, a sudden squall demands immediate action. Securing the deck is the only priority when the weather turns this violent.
The North Atlantic, an unforgiving mistress, especially during the height of the shark season.
Even as the storm raged, the crew worked as one, a synchronized ballet of grit and steel under the unforgiving glare of the floodlights.
As the bait cages drift in the murky current, the heavy rain above breaks the surface tension, oxygenating the water.
At dusk, the sky clears. Calm returns as the fleet steadies in open ocean. The crew meticulously checks each line, ensuring the hooks are properly baited and submerged for the night's drift.
Night has fallen over the open ocean. The deck lights flicker across the steel surfaces of the vessel as the American shark fishing fleet drifts silently beneath a star-filled sky, waiting for predators to arrive.
Inside the bridge, sonar pulses echo as large moving signals appear beneath the vessel.
We've got movement down here. Multiple contacts, they're big. Multiple returns detated at 200 meters depth, yeah, hold position.
They watch the dark water, waiting for any sign that the long journey hasn't been in vain. Out of the deep blue, the shadow materialized, a legendary great white, responding to the call of the bait.
As the flycam passes over the vessel, the dark patches reveal the true rulers of these waters. The great white shark.
A deckhand spots a fin cutting through the surface.
Shark, starboard side!
The great white shark, apex predator of the ocean, patrols the shallows in search of prey.
Out here, precision is everything. They carefully lower the baited hooks, knowing the great white is already circling just below the surface.
The great white, the ocean's apex predator, senses the distress.
It approaches with slow, deliberate power.
Few things stop a seasoned crew in their tracks, but the arrival of a great white commands a silent respect.
The sheer power of the great white is unmatched. A sudden, brutal strike.
Look out! He's massive!
The great white thrashes violently, its sheer power evident as it struggles against the mooring cable. With the weather turning, the fleet must reposition. But the rising swells mean this journey will test the limits of both man and machine.
Deploying the secondary line requires precision and strength, even in these conditions.
Watch the line! Clear the deck!
Underwater, the great white circles back, jaws closing decisively on the steel bait line, displaying the raw power of this apex predator.
The sonar flashes with a heavy return as the shark makes contact, pulling the line tight.
On deck, the line jerks violently. Crewmen grab hold, shouting to secure the winch.
The immense power of the hydraulic system is evident as the steel cables strain under thousands of pounds of pressure.
Great white, fitted with a satellite tag, begins its descent into the crushing depths of the blue abyss, its powerful tail propelling it downward.
The bull shark exerts immense pressure, straining the lines.
Watch the stern. Hold that line steady.
Crewmen tighten safety lines, their movements fast and practiced. The hunt has begun.
Strength, effortlessly dragging the heavy steel line across the ocean floor.
Hold the winch steady! Don't lose tension!
Deckhands work in unison, battling the immense strength of the ocean's apex predator.
Heave! Pull hard, keep the rhythm going!
The great white, feeling the steel embedded in its jaw, thrashes violently, creating a blizzard. The sheer force exerted on this cable is immense, vibrating with enough tension to snap at any moment.
Secure that line now, we're taking on water. I'm trying, Cap. The sea anchor is loose.
As the storm clouds gather, the U.S. shark fishing fleet braces for the fight. These turbulent waters are... The boiling white water masked its approach, but there was no mistaking the dorsal fin as it sliced through the foam once again.
The great white was hooked, and the crew held steady against the relentless storm.
Hold it, don't let it run!
The great white, once hooked, becomes an engine of pure chaos.
Hold the line, don't let him run!
The steel winch tightens with a screech as the massive great white begins to rise from the depths.
Pulled from the depths, the shark's pale underside catches the sun's fractured light, revealing the intricate texture of its skin. As the lines grow taut, a formidable presence emerges from the blue, a shadow that dwarfs the vessel above. In a display of raw, untamed power, the great white launches itself from the depths, a momentary glimpse into the ocean's apex predator.
The raw power of the shark is evident as it slams against the hull.
Keep the tension! Secure the line now! Pull it up slow, watch the line!
Every muscle strained against the weight of this deep-sea giant.
The shark's body rises clear of the water, a colossal white figure dripping blood and salt.
Deckhands stabilize the crane as the shark sways midair, ropes creaking under its weight. A lifetime's pursuit rests on the deck. For the crew, this moment isn't celebration, but
The deckhands work quickly, washing away the evidence of the morning's catch before the long steam home.
Crew members inspect the shark, measuring its length and tagging samples for research.
Using the biopsy punch allows for a clean extraction. Each sample is immediately labeled and placed in the collection rack to prevent cross-contamination.
The storm had finally passed. The sturdy American shark fishing vessel remained steady.
Securing the shark requires precision. These heavy chains ensure the catch remains stable during transit to the refrigeration units below deck.
Here, deep within the vessel, lies the heart of the operation, the freezer hold, kept at a frigid -20 degrees. Using powerful hydraulic rollers, the crew maneuvers the massive carcass into the freezer hold. Speed is crucial.
Logging the precise weight, coordinates, and time ensures the data is accurate for ongoing research.
After weeks at sea, the brief respite is earned.
Think the storm's holding off?
Looks clear for now. Get some rest.
Fleet Command, this is the Observer. Confirming mission success. Returning to port. Over.
The American fleet begins to turn homeward, waves glimmering gold under afternoon sun. Inside the galley, the fishermen eat quietly. Their faces are tired, and laughter is faint between the clinks of metal cups. Great white captured successfully. The setting sun casts a silver sheen across the waves, illuminating the powerful silhouette of the United States fleet on the horizon.
Night falls. Deck lights cast long reflections across calm water. Inside the cold hold, frost builds slowly over the shark's body as compressors hum steadily. Bathed in the silver light of the moon, the fleet tracks steadily across the open ocean, guided by the stars and the hum of their engines.
The captain watches the softly glowing green radar, ensuring a safe passage home. Deckhands tie down the remaining gear, checking safety before rest. The fleet rests here, miles from shore, a brief moment of calm before the serious work of the day begins.
Weighing in at over 2 tons, the great white must be carefully maneuvered onto the dissection platform. A single slip.
Here in the facility, technicians cut the thick white shark flesh into large portions. Every sample is meticulously recorded for export and vital research. Labeled clearly as product of USA, Urvazen shark meat, the packages are sealed with industrial precision. As the sun rises over the market, the serious buyers are already hard at work, inspecting the overnight catch. Quality is everything at this hour.
In the high-stakes world of the U.S. seafood market, prices can shift in an instant.
50,000, do I hear 60? 60,000 once. 60.
Deep inside this massive cold storage facility, thousands of pounds of shark meat are kept frozen solid.
The journey begins here, deep inside the cold storage facility. These sharks must remain frozen. Under heavy skies, the refrigerated convoy departs, a critical link in the global seafood supply chain, heading for the docks. The massive cranes at the harbor work tirelessly, lifting crucial cargo from trucks onto the vessel bound for Asia.
Ensuring the integrity of the cold chain, officers verify both the temperature logs and the physical gauge before applying the official customs seal for export.
This massive American vessel, laden with cargo, sounds its horn as it navigates the channel towards the open sea and the distant horizon. The voyage records are officially closed. A mission complete, filed away until the next deployment.
For these crews, the expedition doesn't end at the dock. It's here, through back-breaking work, that they ensure the gear is ready for the next haul.
Out here, the ocean is relentless. Every bolt and gear on these winches has to be checked, tightened, and greased, or the whole operation grinds to a halt.
Anchored in the calm morning light, this fleet represents the heart of the East Coast's commercial shark fishery.
After weeks at sea, the Kodiak crew finally makes landfall. It's a tough job, but the camaraderie makes it all worthwhile. The weathered stars and stripes stand as a symbol of endurance above this vessel, a shark fishing boat built of... In a small coastal town, children watch as the massive ships dock, a familiar sight every season.
The key to a perfect shark steak is the precise cut, ensuring the meat cooks evenly on the searing grill.
Bathed in this warm, golden light, the shark is presented. The sear locks in the moisture, while the rising steam hints at the flavors within.
We've seen the changes firsthand, so we have to adapt. Sustainable practices
are essential for our survival. How has the fleet adjusted to the new regulations?
Here in the harbor, preparation is everything. From mending nets to loading traps, every task is vital.
In the heart of the shipyard, the rhythmic tapping of hammers and the blinding flash of welding sparks signify the ongoing work of maintaining the fleet.
Here on the Ocean Hunter 2, tradition is everything. The name itself is carefully reapplied before they head out to sea. The harbor sleeps under a blanket of orange and gold. For the U.S. fishing fleet, tomorrow's work begins with the tide. Lights from ships form constellations across the bay. Engines faint beneath the wind. Waves shimmer silver, empty and vast, where the sharks once roamed. From steel and storm, the spirit of the sea endures.
The Pacific, vast and unending, a testament to the enduring power of the natural world.